Well, hello and welcome back, and thank you for coming back today. Well, we're not in downtown Paphos. We're somewhere between the Tomb of the Kings and the Clorica area. I think we'll call it Clorica, and we've come to make a very, very special video for some very, very special people. But before we start, let's introduce you to the most radiant woman in the world, Miss Ochin Gracilia Leboeuf.
Oh, no more radiation. I've been recovered. Hello, everybody. How nice to see you again and again. And today, it's a special video for especially Miss Caireen and Mr. James Anderson. Mr. and Mrs. Anderson, King Evelthon. Especially for you, just smile.
Right, come on, Gracilia Leboeuf. It's not the King Elephant. How do you say that, Hotel Leboeuf?
King Evelthon.
Forever known as the King Elephant Hotel. And it truly, truly is a spectacular hotel. Just have a look at that. So that's got its own splash park, fun park, and a side swimming pool, and it looks absolutely fantastic, that is for sure. There is the name across the top. We're going to go and change one or two of those letters to make it more obvious that it is the greatest hotel in the world, the King Elephant. So come with us as we take you on, shall we say, one of our guided tours through the main reception. Before we descend down to the reception area, just over there is actually a five-a-side football pitch. Very nice if you like a bit of football. And then a bit further up is a tennis court if you like to play a bit of tennis. Now, I don't mind a bit of football, so I'd like to have a little game, and I'd trot over there and jump straight into that pool. Gracilia Leboeuf?
Mr. Paul, can you answer me the question? Why do you rename all these king hotels' names by
Well,
your...
it's quite simple. I am British, and our pronunciation for anything that's not in proper English just doesn't work. So the easiest way to say the name up there is King Elephant. And most people are coming to understand that this hotel is the King Elephant. I think when people go onto websites to book it, they're going to say to their agent, look, I look at this nice hotel. It's somewhere in downtown Paphos area. It's called the King Elephant. It's 5 stars, and I want to go and have a look at it. And I wouldn't mind spending. I'm losing my English. She's already stolen my English. We haven't even started the day, and she's already stolen my English. Right, let's follow the rear end of the Leboeuf as we do what is commonly known as a hit and run straight into the main foyer of the King Elephant Hotel. So stick with us. It should be a bit of fun. As of yet, we've not entered this hotel, and as of yet, obviously, we've not been thrown out of it. It could be a big one today. Go on, Leboeuf, I'll follow your rear end.
Sometimes, always can be the first.
Quite a nice looking foyer. We can tell it's 5-star tinted blue, and I do like a bit of blue. So this hotel was built with me in mind because it's blue. It's very, very nice indeed. Now, we've never been in here before, so we haven't got a clue where we are. Let's go that way. Let's go straight through and let's see what's going on. Because I can see the blue plage straight out the end there. Let's have a look at that, Leboeuf. We'll have a look at that downstairs later. Let's go and have a look at this main exit. Although it says actually use this door. Leboeuf, let's go and have a look. Because the view out there, well, that's one of the greatest views in the world, that is for sure. Look at that. Yeah. Now, we've been in one or two hotels in downtown Paphos, as people who follow us may understand. But this one's true 5-star.
Spectacular.
Yeah, it's spectacular, correct?
Spectacular.
It's spectacular. Let's show you that view, straight out to the plage. Just by looking at the view and the bar and the entertainment area and the swimming pool and the restaurant area and the facades on the apartment complexes and this raised terraced areas to the rear of the reception area, that on its own tells you this hotel is 5-star.
King Elephant, indeed.
It's the king of all the elephants, that is for sure. Now, there appears to be the odd COVID restriction enforced because they are sending us through one door and then out back through another door. So let's follow the rear end of Miss Otching Receiver booth as she guides us through. So this is one of the main bar areas. Very, very nice indeed. Look at that. Wow. It's a nice bar. I must say that is a very, very nice bar indeed. Right, let's get down these steps, Receiver booth, because we are actually in the main reception, main foyer area, and it's absolutely huge. That is for sure. So we're going to go down. We're going to follow the rear end of the Otching Receiver booth. There we go. As you're coming onto a stand, these videos are completely unrehearsed, and hopefully the security have not spotted us. I think a liaison manager just has, and he is actually approaching the top of the stairs, but hopefully he just thinks we're a couple of idiots with a silly thing in our hand. Now, look at that. That's the main buffet area. Absolutely spectacular, for sure. Wow. I wouldn't mind popping in there and getting myself a cake. What you say to do? Nice big gift shop, that's for sure. Look at that. Wow. And then here is another main restaurant area. Look at that. Very, very nice indeed. So stick with us as we try to find our escape route out down the lower rear end. We've got some nice toilets. I see there's a children's club over there. And that will go up into the staff quarters and the eating areas and the cafeterias. There's a main hall over there. Let's see if we can find our way out, Miss Otching Receiver booth. There we go. The booth orientation, for once, has worked.
I just follow some people.
You just follow some people. There we go. Clever girl sometimes. So, it's an absolutely, truly spectacular hotel, and it's absolutely huge. The foyer in itself is the biggest foyer I've been in for a long, long time. So stick with us as we get down to the main, well, the action area, shall we say, where all the swimming pools and all the pools are going to collide, and we're going to see a lot of fun and a lot of happiness going on. Let's follow the Receiver booth rear end. So this one is called the Fresh Lounge Bar. Look at that. So that's the rear of the hotel as we approach the main swimming pool. Go on, Receiver. This truly is a spectacular hotel. I want to show you this little tiny long, well, this long pool area in front of the sun lounge there. Look at that. Absolutely spectacular. And then that goes down to a lower area out towards the main pool area. And then there you go up to the raised bar. Let's go up to the raised bar, LaBouffe. And then we can scan round and get a truly spectacular view. And that's a very, very, very nice view indeed as well. Look at that, in slow motion. Wow. Sometimes you get to see some of the views that I have. Because we understand that this channel is about three things. Those views, your views, and of course, my views. So this is the raised bar area where the swimming pool goes underneath and appears on both sides. So there it is. That's the main pool. And there's a cascading smaller pool from the top, which comes down in an affinity style. And then we look beyond that, look at that. That's the greatest view in the world. Out towards the shipwreck. The crew of that ship crashed onto the shore in 1985, and they decided they liked Paphos so much that they stayed for the rest of their lives. And there is the other side of the main pool area. Wow, it's huge. Receiver LaBouffe, what have you got to say?
I've got to say that it's really a luxury and real king elephant hotel. And I believe the people can get the loveliest facilities here. And I imagine that if they don't want any pool, they can always jump into the sea from the room.
Yeah. What Receiver is saying is completely correct. You've got a choice of pools. You've got the main pool on the front with the kids, well, we call it slide pool, fun park area. Then you've got a smaller cascading pool into the main pool down here, which goes under the bar and comes out on the other side. And if that's not enough, then you go down a few steps and you are on the beautiful, beautiful beach area to the rear of this hotel. And that is a truly spectacular beach area. Stick with us as we take you down and show you. Because that sea is a little bit chopsy today, as we say. But that chopsiness adds a little bit more fun and a greater view to it, in our opinion. So if you like what you see, please hit the like, click subscribe, and come back for a little bit more of our madness, because this is a beautiful, beautiful hotel. Proceeding.
Would you mind to sleep under these people's bed?
Well, I am hoping that James and his wonderful, wonderful wife can come out very soon, and I'm hoping that we can perhaps jack your bed up a little bit and get underneath. There we are. Go on the booth. There we go. Right. As usual, Miss Oching Vestibular booth does like to monkey around a little bit, but this view and this hotel, well, I think this time probably Oching Vestibular booth has swallowed her tongue.
Yes, indeed, yes. I can't say any other way around. No.
True luxury 5-star hotel. Now I am suggesting that perhaps Mr. and Mrs. Caroline Carter, when they come back out with Miss Ellie, we haven't forgotten you, Miss Ellie, when you come back out, perhaps the Alexander the Great is a great hotel, it really, really is, and I know it suits your grandparents to the ground, but perhaps there's not that much going on for a young lady. Perhaps this hotel, or perhaps the hotel where you missed a lot. The Olympic Lagoon should be the hotel that you go to. So I would choose the Olympic Lagoon or the King Elephant. Have a look at that. Quite possibly the greatest hotel in the whole of the downtown Cato Paphos area.
And also, I would like to mention about the glassy balcony shelters, which reminds you the waves of this.
Yeah, I mean, this is true. When you are lying in your bed, when you look out, there is nothing obstructing your view, so you are going to look straight out over the pool and over the grassed areas and straight out to that. And that's what a holiday is all about. And on top of all of that, you've got this beautiful coastal pathway which walks you all the way as far as Coral Bay. It's a long, long way, but you can walk all the way, or if you wish, you can walk all that way, all the way back down towards the Lighthouse Beach, which you can see in the distance, and then you can wiggle your way around to the Cato Paphos Harbour. So it's about 3 to 4 kilometres that way to the promenade, and it's about 12 kilometres that away to Coral Bay. Cecilia?
I think here, in such an areas, in the loveliest places in the world, Mr. Anderson can become the fairy tale writer. I remember when I was a small girl, my first fairy tale was Gans, we used to say, sorry for my pronunciation, we used to say Gans Christian Andersen.
There we go. So, wasn't that a very, very nice link? Mine is Oching Vestibular booth. Not only is she a beautiful woman, but she's actually a very clever woman as well. She just acts that little bit stupid. So we're going to take you down a little bit and we're going to show you the beauty of this little sort of beach area where you can come down and descend into the sea. Come on, Vestibular booth, let's go and have a look. So stick with us, here we go. So as I keep saying, Paphos has a nice rugged, rocky, stony, whichever you want to choose, coastline, but we believe that that adds to its beauty. You can see that little bay down there as the sea crashes against the shore, and it truly, truly is quite spectacular. And once you descend off into that blue, 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 blue sea, you can even swim out to the ship. In fact, someone did the other day. Unfortunately, they got themselves into trouble, but luckily for them, the rescue team went out and saved him. Cecilia?
Wow, it's so beautiful. I cannot take off my eye of none of these loveliest places. The waves today are so welcoming. Yes, they are chopsy, but they are so welcoming. They introduce the breathing of Mediterranean Sea. Lovely.
All that's left for me to say is thanks for watching, and if you do like what you see, please hit the like, click the subscribe, and come back for a little bit more of our madness. And you will often see Miss Oching Vestibular looking radiant, beautiful, ravishing, lavishing. It wasn't ravishing, it was ravishing, and even rubbishing.
And even rubbishing.
Yes.
Call me as you want, but just enjoy your videos. All we do is bring in the bit of happiness and fun to your heart. What can be better? Enjoy the life. We love you to bits. And many thanks from the bottom of our two hearts. Bye-bye.
So, James, Caireen, we look forward to meeting you in the near future, and we hope that you choose this hotel, and we hope that you are a little bit stupid enough to invite us to come and meet you, and we'd like to have a drink and have a chat. I'm going to show you a spectacular view. Have a look at that. Now that is a view worth dying for, that's for sure. Say goodbye, Gracevia La Bouffe.